I probably will never ever change my mind that Earth is hell. Because there's just way too many victims. Now it's a hell of a lot worse. And it's just gonna get worse. It's horrible. It's really, really bad. This one so-called Christian just had a prophecy dream that dollar bills won't mean anything. Crypto is the new thing. Well, you don't understand that it's wrong for someone to have total control over your finances. And that's, it's not total freedom like what he thinks is going to happen. They will have total control over your finances. And what about the people who don't have finances, who were stolen from blind, like me, in my awful situation? I mean, damn, I should have something, from the father of my 2 children, my husband. So every single person in my life was a rat chick, was a meanie. Alright, and I don't understand these so-called Christians that say that there's an eternal hell. How could there be? And then you look at a nice gentleman who's never harmed a fly, except he was taught to. He was viciously attacked, had a really bad dad, and top it off, then he went to school, and they bullied him to death. So he just did what the other kids did. In my opinion, he did no wrong. Okay, talk about sin or whatever. I just talk about sin. The word sin should be replaced with just the word wrong. There's too many wrong things in this world. And this world is not all one. We're not all one connected. I am totally against that. Hate has nothing to do with love. And that's unfortunately all the people that I was forced to know. They absolutely hate themselves. They're empty vessel black holes who just feed upon a victim that they see. So they mirror all their hate onto their victim. Big, huge bedbugs, vampire bugs. Just sucks the life out of their victim. They hate themselves. Take off all their hate. Blame every single thing on their victim, and I went through it too many times. And why even talk about it? Why even bother? But that's the majority of this world. And oh well, wow, there's a few rich people that enjoy their life on Earth. Well, guess what? The majority of people are not, do not have a good life whatsoever at all. The majority. I would say 75%, at least. And then there's the rich zombies that don't even know what the hell they're doing. It's really nice to see the Vatican, the one black guy that watches all these crazy videos and makes good comments. The Vatican has Satan, worshiping Satan, yeah. And blame Sinead O'Connor for ripping up the Pope's picture. Really? Well, she only knew that. Well, then she's validated for doing what she did. I mean, this world's total hell. There's nothing is the way it seems. And with people majorly, I just say 75% of all of the world's population hates themselves. And some of them aren't human. They're mixed breed of fucking evil aliens. So, you really don't know anything that's really going on. And all these people that give prophecies, that's all they are. I'm against prophecies. I'm kind of almost against tarot card readings and prophecy because, alright, I used to love myself, but my level of loving myself, I guess, went really down really far if all I'm doing is watching these little stupid 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute prophecy readings, they have nothing to do with me. They just say something positive, and here's some God's promises in the Bible, and half the Bible is not real. Jesus is real to me, and Jesus, his blood is powerful to give me the peace that passes all understanding, and that's the only thing that does. So, I mean, if I'm wrong with that, that's a disappointment. I don't think I am. Because the Vatican worships Satan. I mean, Satan's right on the altar. There you go. I mean, what the fuck? So, I mean, all the nonsense in this world. All right. People worship Satan, so there has to be a God. There you go. I mean, there's the argument. There is the opposite argument of, well, God's invisible and all that. Well, this is Satan's planet, and nobody knows how Satan's planet started. Did Satan create the planet? And, all his friends, fallen angels, came down, and I don't know where we came from. Like, there was a good guy, but, there's too much evil on the planet. Well, maybe that's because all the fallen angels went and raped the women, and there you go. Basically, that's the real history of the human race. That's why we're so fucked up. Okay, there you go. That's why there's so many evil people. God tests man to be but beasts. The Nephilims don't have a heart, don't care. My whole problem, I'm a weirdo, and I feel there's a dark cloud around me. So I have there's something bad up in my subconscious mind that, I guess from being attacked so much, I stopped doing something good, and I get no help at all. I mean, if Tim Han would just be my big uncle, my young uncle, I don't know. And be like, just a little helping hand is all I need, and Tim Han does not believe in Jesus. So you can't tell me that gentleman would go to hell. I mean, there you go. I mean, come on. He's never done anything but help people. But then again, the people who really, really need help, the poorest victims in the world, they don't get any help at all, and they can't. Nobody is going to help them out. And there is no help for them. Kind of get a little mad at Tim Han. You're a multimillionaire. All these people are living great. You can't help out a desperate victim. Because, my God, there's millions of them out there. I guess it's just too big of a job, but if I was a multi-millionaire, I'd help out Melody, and Donna. And I could try to help out some of the other homeless, but you have to, kind of follow rules, and maybe I couldn't even help out Melody or Donna. Maybe they would have an attitude or be really weird. Melody was really weird. God, everyone should have a chance. If I'm an American citizen, help me out for one time in my life. Give me some one-time help. Like $50,000 for my own business. And then people just are making money, passive income, doing nothing. It's disgusting. It's all going to end, and it's all going to end really bad. Not like the the black so-called Christian, which okay, whatever, I think Jesus really did die on the cross. And I think his blood is most powerful blood. And I mean, did I just make myself memorize this? Well, it worked for me for this long. Might as well keep it up. Okay. I'm, down every day, so I have to push. I mean, even though it's a placebo, if it is a placebo effect, even if it is a placebo effect, it works. Okay. Somebody caring enough about me to fucking be tortured on a cross with all that blood. Now, I don't know. In my heart of hearts, Jesus is real. Okay. But even if it is a placebo effect, it works for all my tragedies. No, I don't want to remember my tragedy. I replace it with a peace that passes all understanding. Because there is power, wonder-working power in the blood of Jesus. So if I just do that for a whole week, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of people hate me. No reason. No reason at all. You know, I mean, I attacked one person last year and this year, and I'm done. Because it's a death cycle. And it's useless me doing that over and over and over. I mean, there's nothing to prove. He's an asshole. He tried to destroy me in every way possible. And he memorized where I came from. So he downloaded all of the hell that was created in my life, and then he just kept on spitting it out at me. He downloaded all the bad where I came from, and then just kept on spitting out at me. Same shit that my so-called caretaker screamed at me. He screamed the same exact things. There's nothing good about where I came from, about him, about my husband, about the father of my 2 children, except my children. Alright, that's one good thing in the world. I guess I'm not allowed to talk to him hardly at all. And unfortunately, my youngest is like his father, so that's sad. It's really, really sad to me. I want him to be, but I mean, I would people like Tim Han, to live forever. I don't know. Joyce Meyer doesn't do anything wrong. She's just, there's too much wrong in this world. There is. There's way too much wrong. There's way too many victims that are never helped. That's why Earth is hell. And there's no help for the victim. They're blamed. It's all their fault. What about all the insane abusers that get away with doing whatever the hell they want? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It's just the way it is. You live in a really sad world where there is no help for victims. It's just rotten. It really is. It's rotten how everything is a lie. It's awful. I don't get it. At least I see people, at least they had a life. I never had a life. There's nothing wrong with me. I should be eating out every day and enjoying my life. I should have a driver's license with my sons and drive to the Susquehanna hiking and bike and, camp. I should be enjoying my life, but, amongst millions and millions of others, over 1 billion on this planet, always been like that since the 1950s. I can say that for a fact. That's a true fact. a billion at least, definitely more, suffered and was tortured on this planet. That's why Earth is hell. If there would be any civil kind of any good on the planet, that you wouldn't have so much suffering and people being tortured and backstabbed. There would be none of that. This Earth is hell. You know, the only promise that I can think of is God destroying it with fire, and that means, you know, all the super evil people disappear that are empty vessels that do nothing but just drain their victim. That's all they do. That's all, you know, they're useless. They should be just gotten rid of, not in the pit of eternal fire. But that'd be horrifying if their souls can't disappear. Then where are they going to be at? Because they're just total hate. Hate is not love, and that's what's wrong with this world and the New Age religion. Oh, we're all connected. Well, if we were all connected, then love and hate would be on the same vibration. Oh, well, you need hate to know what love is. No, you don't. Oh, you need bad to know what good is. No, you don't. Oh, I need lies to know what the truth is. No, I don't. Oh, I need to be horrifyingly disrespected to know what respect is and honor. No, I don't. If there was just love, caring, encouraging, you don't need any of the bad. And that's the whole problem with the Earth. That evil reigns, nothing's done for the victim. I mean, there's barely any places to help out victims. Earth is hell. It's not right. Not right at all. Earth shouldn't be that hard, and there's way too much wrong. So I'm just like, I want an even plane where, like, okay, like, nice people, you know, they live for eternity, and all the bad people, they disappear. That would be nice. I don't know any other way to, like, I don't know, oh, okay, the Earth's gonna blow up. Great. Maybe in 2024. Well, then, you're still flying around in your spirit. So your spirit, like, you know, Earth is the only plane where you can be born. There's no other planet. And what the hell is the sense of being born in this horrifying Earth where nothing, there's barely any good? Earth is hell. And it should never have been created in the first place. So I just, love and hate and good and bad have to be separated. Yeah, that's just it. You know, there's just too much evil rampant, and it's always been that way. It's always been that way. And, well, there has to be a Satan because there's a God. And why can't God just destroy Satan altogether? And whoever follows him. And then, like, for a person like Tim Han, who doesn't really think about Jesus, somehow he'd end up living for eternity because, you know, he's a good guy there. I was taught to be a believer, right, raised Catholic, and I really believed when I was in my late 20s and I turned 21, I was a believer in the real Jesus and his blood. I really was a real believer. And that basically never changed. I thought twice about it. Okay, there is a God and it's Jesus. He came down and was tortured on the cross so that he can, because it's finished now. The earth can burn up in fire. Basically, there's barely any good anyway. There's hardly any good at all. But I've lived a rotten life, but guess